Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Oh yeah, I'm Dennis, and you are
Pigpen.
And not only are we brought to you by Halpin Music Company, we're also brought to you by Mr. Madman Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
Yeah.
We're getting this down.
Well, yes, it's like it's like we almost know what we're doing at this point. Almost, you know. The first year, people were like, "What's going on?"
That was us.
That was us. I mean, people listening were like, "Is this really radio?"
That was your first year. You know, my 4 months before that was even worse. So.
Well,
here we are.
We've come a long way. Not really, but yeah. We've at least introduced the region to some bands they didn't know about. Surely we've done that. Or introduced bands to venues they didn't know about.
I think we've at least introduced ourselves
there we go.
to bands.
Yes.
and
sometimes we just bring in we have people we know. Friends, musicians, artists, authors, doesn't matter. People we know. But sometimes it's people we don't know. We do introduce ourselves to bands like tonight's guest.
Yeah, that was a new band. We're going to find out about Red, White, and Floyd.
Yeah.
Not necessarily new to the show.
Yeah, new to our show. And I actually just saw them play a few weeks ago at the back room. And man, they did a great job. I mean, it was impressive. The three female vocalists.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think last week you mentioned that was the big endorsement was The Great Gig in the Sky. And anyone who's ever heard that song knows as soon as you say that, it's not going to be easy to pull that one off.
No.
That's the one everyone goes, I'd like to see if they can do that one.
Right. I want to see Pink Floyd do that live.
Exactly.
You know?
They had to bring in a hired gun.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's true, but now this is just rumor, fake news. But a rumor I had heard a long time ago about Pink Floyd was that on the Wish You Were Here album, Waters couldn't even hit those high notes, and they brought in a Roger Waters impersonator to sing and sound like him to hit those high notes.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about Pink Floyd, though.
Yeah, Red, White, and Floyd.
Red, White, and
That's
Floyd.
That's who's our guest tonight.
Tribute band to Pink Floyd, and they're going to be playing the Trinity River Fest on May 10th and 11th. Which day are they playing?
They are playing on Saturday, the 11th. Yeah, the headlining act. They will be the final act on the main stage on May 11th. And our guest next week, The Fade, they'll be the Friday headliner.
Right, so we'll have The Fade next week, the Friday headliner. We're doing it flip-flop then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing it flip-flop.
Yeah, okay, so we brought in the Saturday headliner first, and then next week we'll have the Friday headliner. I got it, man. Hey, I got this down. You know what else I know? Sea Shanty Thursday down at Morrison's Irish Pub.
Yeah.
There's an open mic at Germania Brew House.
DJ Denice.
Right, DJ Denice. This is our steady Thursday.
There you go.
But, do you know what else is going on in the... just slightly on the edge of the river bend, but I had to bring it up.
So we're skipping over the Mr. Magneta debuts at Imperial Pub and going straight for the extreme midget wrestling, right?
But yeah, we can repeat that because I was going to stop you before you said it. But
okay.
No, I wasn't going to skip over it. I was hoping you were going to say Mr. Magneta.
Oh, okay. I was
debuts at Imperial Pub at Granite City,
but I couldn't take my eyes off right underneath it. My brain wanted to skip to extreme midget wrestling, but anyway,
it's a St. Clair County Event Center in Belleville.
Wow.
So for all the people heading that way,
I like the fact that it's extreme.
Yeah. Well, exactly. You know what that means in wrestling? That means off of top of cages and landing on tacks. And breaking tables in half.
I have seen regular midget wrestling, but not extreme midget wrestling. I actually tried out for midget wrestling. I was 2 inches too tall. But I tried.
Yeah.
No, not even a giggle out of that one. Nothing.
You look like a midget up against...
The Butcher?
Yes, the Butcher.
I did, yeah. It might as well have been.
They got some World Powerhouse Wrestling coming in May 11th, I believe, down in Madison. So, but we are here to talk about this weekend, and but I do want to mention, after we talked to Red, White, and Floyd coming up later, I thought we would kind of skim through all the festivals that have already been announced for this summer in the area.
There is a lot of festivals going on locally with local musicians,
Right.
and this side of the river even there's a ton of them in Missouri because middle of Missouri's kind of festival area.
Right.
There's a lot of venues for it there. But on this side of the area, it's popping, man.
Well, there's
It is
more
poppin'.
festivals each year.
Every year.
Of course, inspired by Rock the Hops. I'm just saying they were doing it right a long time ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. They've been going at it for years.
I think that's August 17th.
August 17th is Rock the Hops. That's a good one.
So, but let's get to Friday night. Then we'll get to Red, White, and Floyd because that's why we're here.
There we go.
And that's Trinity Riverfest. And then when we come back, we'll go through the rest of them. All right. So Friday night, always.
Matt Taul.
Right.
At Bigelos Bistro in
6 to
Edwardsville,
9.
Illinois. 6 to 9.
Unless he has a gig somewhere else,
Yeah.
he'll be there.
Here are a guest from just 2 weeks ago. Bud Summers, 9 p.m. at the Corner Keg in Highland, Illinois.
Right on. And Bud pointed out something while I was here, kind of. Maybe off the air. But how this is beneficial to musicians, this list we put together.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he found a couple places he was going to go try to book.
Right.
And that guy's been booking gigs forever.
And
so if it's helping him.
Yeah, still found new places.
And this is all at cottonmouth.org. And it's also, if you're watching the video, in the description.
Now, since you've started posting this on the website, it makes it a lot easier for people to just look at, because in addition to being helpful to musicians, just like you said with Bud, if you're out on the weekend, pull out your phone. You want to know what's going on in town? Cottonmouth.org will tell you. So
you want to know how to get there? Click on the link.
Click on the link.
Takes you right to
it's all
something.
there. It's
Now,
all
if you're not
consolidated.
Now, if you're not a Facebook person, you run into a jam there because you got to log into Facebook for some of the events that's linked to our website.
Yeah. But you don't need Facebook to log onto the website and just see what's going on around
And
town.
most people, if they're logging on the website, can get to Google too. So just type in the place and you'll find it on Google.
Google it.
Or can you just talk to your car now and say, "Hey, take me here"?
I think so.
And it practically drives you there, right?
I try that. It doesn't always work. But
The last time we used it, I got lost. We were in the wrong place.
at the right time, though.
Nothing bad happened, but... So we were on Friday night.
Friday night, 8 p.m. down at Morrison's Irish Pub. Mila Duffey will be performing.
Mondin Acoustic Act at Chez, Maryland's in Alton on Friday night.
The Waters Trifecta is going to be at the franchise at 8 p.m. Friday night.
Right. The BeerKatz, 9:30 at the Pump House in Wood River.
Dustin Coleman every Friday at 7 p.m. at the High Flyers Grille in the airport there in Bethalto.
All right, we're going back and forth in case you're keeping up. Pretty good. I didn't even know till just now.
I didn't realize it till you said that. To be honest, I'm just trying to get through this thing, man.
Okay, Amped Up at Imperial Pub on Friday night. That's a 9 p.m. show.
And then we've got Blue Marlin at the Lakehouse at Buffalo Park in Maryville. That's 8 p.m. show on Friday night.
Doc Holiday Band, they'll be doing Friday and Saturday at Deutz Village Inn in Pontoon Beach, Friday night, 9:30.
And Blackwater Acoustic will be at the Cabin at Judy's Creek in Glen at 8 p.m. on Friday.
And then more from the inaugural Wood River Spring Fest at 1401 Vaughn Road in Wood River, Illinois. Live music from 7 to 11 by 5 Point Plan. I think you mentioned the wrong car dealer last week.
Did I?
Didn't you say Ford something?
I don't remember.
I'd have to go back and review the tapes.
That was a week ago.
But it's the Albrecht Hamlin location.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. 5 Point Plan is the band. I've never heard of that one. First time I've
Well, I'm sure they got a 5 Point Plan in order.
I bet they
From
do.
7 to 11 on Friday night at the Wood River Spring Fest.
Also Friday night at the Brighton Gun Club.
Tri-County Rod.
Tri-County Rod and Gun Club
That's
in
right,
Brighton.
right.
Flipside will be performing on Friday night.
There's fishermen there too. Just want to point that out.
It is the Rod and Gun Club.
How about a Mayberry Murder Mystery Dinner Theater?
Wow.
In case you're not into the music thing,
Right?
do a little dinner theater up at Pierre Marquette Lodge in Grafton.
And and I still have a very clear memory of being taken, like as a child, over to the when all the riverfront boats were down there, and they had those mystery dinners, and thinking, wow, because you almost feel like it's real when you're a little kid. Like, what's going on around here? Why is this bad guy coming up behind me? But yeah, anyway, take the kids out. Have a good night down at the Pier Marquette Lodge on Friday. Mm-hmm. Here's one. The Graham Band will be at the Copper Fire in Belleville, and I heard this was just in a conversation last night. Mm-hmm. What is his name? I lost his name there. Graham Pagano. Yeah, I always want to call him Stewie. Sorry, Graham Pagano and Aaron McCoy, who make up the Graham Band, will be joined. By Graham's grandson, Sammy.
He's taking over that.
If Sammy doesn't get a better gig before then.
That's true. That's true. He may get a better. So I guess all ages welcome at the Copper Fire.
Well, for sure, if you're performing, I guess. I honestly don't know the answer. That takes it back to
like some of the bands we've interviewed on here that started playing in high school out at, there's a couple different acts we talked to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They were playing while they were in high school.
He is, I believe, all of 13 at this point, and he played one of his original songs for Gretchen Wilson a few weeks ago.
All right.
Doing pretty good for 13, I'm thinking. That's all I'm saying.
So what Gretchen have to say? And
I think she said, "Wow, that was fabulous." No, I'm just guessing. I don't know what she had to say about it.
Is this fake news?
No, this is what I...
Okay, because you're making it sound fake. Now, let's straighten it out. You just brought up Gretchen Wilson and just kind of blew past it. Like, oh, yeah.
I don't.
Every kid at 13. Where did he run into Gretchen Wilson?
When the Graham Band was opening for the Eagles tribute.
Now we're getting down to the brass monkey.
Yeah, he was there that night, met Gretchen, and got to play one of his original songs for it at the ripe old age of 13.
So Gretchen's in the tribute band, or was just hanging out?
She just showed up.
Okay.
And she sang, but not Eagles. She sang like Barracuda. She sang some other stuff that wasn't Eagles, but yeah, she got up and performed with them, is my understanding.
All right, nice. Now we got it figured out. That was cool.
Yeah.
Hey, how about, let's see, at the Back Bar in Edwardsville, #80, 9 p.m. Friday.
#80, okay.
We're running out of band names. You got to come up with stuff, the kids dig, right?
#me too.
Yeah, you better watch that one. They're watching you, buddy.
Nightlife is going to be performing at the Wood River Moose on Friday night at 8 p.m.
Right. Nightlife does a great job of promoting themselves. Always find their stuff. Just like I ran across from Flip the Frog just before I came in that they were going to be playing at this location, the Carrollton Oasis, which I'd never heard of.
Yes.
In May, and so I clicked on to see what it was all about and found out, well, there's a band Friday night, Outlaw Express, 9 p.m. at the Carrollton Oasis. You ever been there?
Yeah, that's right as you're pulling into Carrollton, heading north on 67. It's right on your left-hand side there, right before the motel. So there, it's a nice place. Our buddy Jared Capps from Proof has thrown some festivals up there.
Right.
He's friends with the owner of the Oasis. I'm going to throw one more on there because I just saw it on the drive down here. Friday night smoking oldies at the Alton VFW.
There you go.
So
you drive right past it?
I drove past it. I happened to look up and see smoking oldies, and I looked real quick to see which night it said Friday.
That's something we definitely miss about Chris Belton. I always knew where he was playing.
He got the word out. He was great at promoting, man.
Mm-hmm. Not seeing so much now, but good.
Yep. So there you go. That covers our Friday night.
Right, so we're going to do Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to cover festivals for the summer when we come back. But first, we're going to talk to our guest tonight, the most important part of the show, right? Red, White, and Floyd.
Yeah.
And they're going to be playing Trinity River Fest. They're going to talk about that a little bit. And when we come back, like I mentioned, there's an Artist in the Spotlight going on at Jacoby's Saturday. More from the Spring Fest in Wood River. 420 Fest. Because Saturday's 420. Yeah. 420 Fest at Imperial Pub in Granite City.
All right.
Most of the wineries and everything seem to be opening up, although some are waiting until May. So we'll cover a lot of that. Let's see, anything else on there? Well,
Pat listening to Chez, Maryland on Saturday.
yeah. And then DeCamp Station, old Goose Miller's going to be up there. So we'll talk about that.
He'll be with Bruce Swamp Weiss.
And a swag show, of course, on 420. We got to bring up, right?
Yeah,
and then we'll cover Sunday as well. So all that coming up, plus festivals following. Red, White, and Floyd. Really good time with those guys came in.
Absolutely. Great. And I was so happy that I went to see them, right? They came in and we interviewed them a few weeks back, and then that weekend they played at the back room, and I was so happy I went down to see them.
Right on.
It sounded great.
All right, we're also happy that we have our wonderful sponsors, Halpin Music Company. They've been here for 3 years now. Matt Van Voorhis has been here well over a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Macias Insurance, right?
I conned him into doing it for 1 month to try and help us out. He's such a nice guy.
And actually, that's fake news.
It is fake news. He's a nice guy.
I'm the one that conned him into it.
I know. I was trying to take the fall for you.
Neither one of us conned him into it. You know what it was? It was Trinity Riverfest.
Yeah.
They were playing, and he said, "That's really cool what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm in." It was that simple.
Yeah. And he's been with us ever since. Mm-hmm. And I've been getting my insurance off him for years. So this relationship goes on and in ways we don't want to talk about on the air.
Doesn't everybody get their insurance from him?
Everybody I know.
Hey man, he's fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Have him over. He'll have coffee and fix your insurance for you.
Fix your insurance. He'll tell you some stories. Have him bring his guitar. I'll play you some songs.
We're probably stretching it.
Yeah, Matt's like, I'm not playing songs for people. Why do you say that? Sorry, Matt.
We're just coming up with creative ways to remember the name Matt Van Voorhis with a V, right? All right, we'll be back with more of Riverbend Talent. Red, White, and Floyd coming up here on the Big Z. Back with more on Riverbend Talent. I'm Dennis, and you still Pigpen after the break?
I don't know. That break changed me a little bit.
I know, it does.
I am Sir Piggius Phineas
at
this point. Yeah, I feel, I don't know, I feel a little more uppity.
Was you checking out in the car during the break, a little Pink Floyd?
Well, I went out and I listened to a little Pink Floyd to get me in the mood for our next guest.
Makes sense.
I listened to See Emily play because that's my favorite.
Oh, that is my favorite. That is my favorite.
We've got Red, White, and Floyd. Now, they just played at the back room at the Bottle and Barrel. So anyone who was down there a few weeks ago saw them play.
If they didn't.
If you didn't, you've got a chance to see them again because they're going to be playing at Trinity Riverfest. So welcome to the show, Tom Gerke. Hi, Tom.
Hi, how you doing?
And his wife, Terry Gerke. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
So, being married in a band, does it help or hurt? Because me and my wife play in a band, and I think it helps a lot.
Well, it helps when it comes to the part that she plays and performs because she's an excellent vocalist on her parts. I don't know about the management part of it, though. Let's do it this way. I don't know if we can do it that way or not. I don't think it's going to work very well. So,
look, we already fought over what to have for dinner. Let's not fight over what song to play next.
But we're still together. We're still playing. How about that?
I think that playing with your spouse is a great way to help bring you closer because suddenly you're connecting on that musical level. You're speaking another language together.
That's right.
And breaks down a lot of barriers there. So,
Besides, I wanted to be a rock star.
Right.
This was my opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
I love it.
Yeah.
So now, absent tonight, we've got a lot of people because there's 9 members in this band. Why don't you, who are your, Terry sings one of 3 backup singers, right?
That's right.
One of 3 female vocalists, we'll call it. Who are the other 2 that sing with you?
Ask him. He's better with names.
Okay,
Katie Byers
and Darcy Johnson is our newest member.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they are both professional vocalists that sing in choirs over in St. Louis. Darcy, the newest one, is a vocal teacher at Lindenwood. Over in, I think it's in St. Charles. And this is actually the Bottle and Barrel is her debut gig for us.
Oh wow, nice.
So that's going to be a good experience for her. She's Katie and Darcy are both the high vocalists. She's tenor, alto, and soprano. She's the low voice of the group.
She drops them a whole octave.
Yeah. But boy, when you hear them do the great gig, that's what they. If you don't know that on the Dark Side of the Moon when they do the Great Gig song, that's all about that right there. And the live version is really awesome, and that's what they do really good at.
Well, that Great Gig in the Sky is sort of the heart and soul of that whole album. I mean, that's the creamy center of that album.
It is.
You know?
And how that came about when they recorded it, just at the spur of the moment, Alan Parsons knew this lady that can sing, and it just like melted together in the studio between the keyboard player and this vocalist, and there it was. It was just kind of magic in the studio for that.
And everybody remembers that lady can sing.
Oh
yeah.
But who's that lady?
Who is that lady?
Who is that lady?
Who is that lady?
Claire is her name.
Okay. Trivia answered.
There we go.
Leave it to Red, White, and Floyd to know the answer.
I know something.
I know some things, man. So, that and Alan Parsons, I remember hearing him talk about producing them. He said the first real piece of production he felt like he ever did was putting all the clocks together before time. Because that was so hard to make them, because there wasn't a digital way to just, here's one here. He actually set clocks to go off and recorded them all.
On the run.
I kept trying, I'd get it wrong, try it again. Yeah,
well, good thing I don't have to do that.
No, you can just record it and hit a button and play all those
just
back.
If I hit the button.
So now let's go back to the beginning. 2010 is about the time that you got this Red, White, and Floyd together, and before that you had been in dance bands, you had been in cover bands, you'd been in original bands, and you decided to go for a tribute band.
Going for tribute, simply because it was the thing that was becoming very popular back at that time. Tribute bands was the growing thing in music, and so Pink Floyd was just the obvious choice for me because of their music, the lyrics, and the way that the music is produced. You just can't beat it. And Gilmore, of course, being a guitar player, he's a fabulous bluesy guitar player, blues rock guitar player, and just very creative. Not flashy, but he can be flashy if you want it. And but just an overall excellent musician. And Waters is the same way. He's a great lyricist, and their music really speaks volume.
I think you kind of hit it where he's not overly flashy. He's more of a blues rock guy with heavy psychedelic overtones.
Yeah.
He'll get weird with you, but he's not he's not a shredder.
He's not a shredder.
He's not Steve Vai or anything like that.
But he knows where to put the notes.
He's one of my favorites. There's no doubt.
Exactly. Yeah, he's good. Very good guitar player.
And he's the one who had to keep Sid in line too early on, so that was a job.
Man.
So.
Well, and one of the interesting things about Pink Floyd is originally they were put together to make music to go behind film that Sid had wrote. It wasn't about writing a hit song. Let's write music that goes behind these visual images that I've already put together. And
it's amazing to me because that stuck with them their entire career. Instead of writing behind music videos, they wrote, "Wow, did you see what happened to Sid?" over and over and over.
Right. A lot of their music was composed based off of Sid.
Oh yeah, Shine on Crazy Diamond. There you go.
Was one of the songs. Us and Brain Damage, Eclipse, same thing. Was kind of geared off of his life a little bit, and so he had a huge impact on that band.
Even
in the beginning.
He was the founder, but then even after he was gone. He influenced the band until the end.
Yeah.
Now the story I heard was too on "Shine on Your Crazy Diamond" that he had showed up just out of the blue.
I'd heard that too
during that recording, and they looked over and was like, "Wow, I think that's Sid." While they're recording it, can you imagine the feeling?
They didn't recognize who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly, but it was shortly after that he ended up passing away. After that, they did that album in that studio, but. Yeah, he was, in the early days, we do that one song, Astronomy Domini, off that first album that he was on. And that music just sounds something like Syd Barrett, that 60s wild thing, flower power kind of sound, is what it was like.
Yeah.
With an intensity.
With an intensity.
Yeah,
That's right.
it wasn't all round and bubbly sounds. All the hippies love the soft, squishy sounds. That's great, but there was an intensity to those guys.
Yep.
But then they had the layers that they would layer it in with the soft, squishy.
Yep, exactly.
Which brought out an amazing sound.
Yeah.
So now playing a Bottle and Barrel a few weeks ago, your first time playing in Alton, right?
Yes.
First time coming to Alton, but you live in Alton, right?
Yep.
So why are you not playing in Alton? There's lots of places to play.
Well,
We're wondering why we don't hear more from you.
that's a good question, and we've been trying to get on the Alton circuit. The thing is, they had another type a tribute band with this style playing down there at the amphitheater, and so it was kind of an exclusive. They didn't want to kind of jump in on their thing,
Right.
and I kind of thought that, well, maybe when they're not playing there, since we live in the area, maybe they would be interested in us. But I think they haven't been there for a while.
Yeah.
And so I talked to Sarah
McGibney.
Yeah, I heard her on the interview a couple days here on the station. And I've been in touch with her. She tried to get us a gig in the Alton area for the Halloween parade. But it was kind of a short notice, and I couldn't get everybody together.
Right.
That would have actually been our first showing, but it didn't work out.
Right.
But she's supposed to come to the. She'll be there, I think, at the Bottle and Barrel.
Yeah,
I'm sure
And because I talked to her to say, come on down and check us out now. You'll be able to hear us and see how things go. And she's going to try to help us get more gigs and all.
She's a good person to have in your corner.
Yeah.
She's a good person. So now, but you both live in here, and you went to school at a few of the same places I did. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Clara Barton.
Yes.
What grades did you go to Clara Barton?
Yeah, the whole way.
All the way. See, I went there second and third. That was it. That's all I had. So, and then you went to East Junior.
Yeah,
And then on up to Alton High.
of course, Alton
And
High.
did you take music there?
Nope.
No music. When did you start singing?
Well, I guess ninth grade chorus, Rayford Raby, who's kind of famous in this town. But that's it,
Yeah.
middle school chorus. But I just love to sing, and harmonizing is kind of my favorite thing. And I start out just trying to help the team,
Right.
But as it turned out, it was really hard to find girls that could sing great gig. We were shocked.
Not a lot of Claires out there.
There isn't.
They can sing a lot of things, but they can't sing great gig.
Right.
And it just took us forever to find. But the two girls we got now, aces.
Yeah, they can nail it.
And so you grew up just kind of singing. You grew in ninth grade chorus and just kind of singing, and then once you were married to Tom, you couldn't help but sing when he played his guitar.
Oh, of course.
If you love singing and someone's picking a guitar, it's hard not to sing, right?
And he has several songs that I really like.
Have you been in any bands before this?
Just with him.
Well, we had a duo. We
For a little while.
Yeah, we did. We performed as a duet together. When that kind of scene was big, I guess, at the same time, where I would sequence some of the music tracks, and then we'd go out and I'd play guitar, sing, and she would front vocal on some duet songs. That
And what was the duet known as? The Gurkies?
Bluff City Duo.
Oh, okay.
Bluff City Duo. All right. Perfect.
I still have the business card, but the duo's gone.
Still got the T-shirts, man.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of bands still doing that kind of thing in our area. We talk about, like Scott
And Michelle all the time.
Quite a few different ones.
Especially with the wineries.
Yeah.
The wineries in the summer, that's big business. Well, not big business. That's big gig.
Right.
A lot of gigs you can get, even Sunday afternoon paying gigs.
Right.
If you guys want to get more gigs, I can hook you up, man. All you
yeah,
gotta
we
do
know
is
them
listen
all.
to this crazy show,
hey.
and they tell you all
We're
the
in,
places.
man. We're
They
in.
tell you all the places to play in the whole area. And all you gotta do is go. That's where I'm gonna call that place.
And
We'll
then
be tuning in.
they got a website where you can go, and all the links for all those places are right there. So you don't have to spend any time researching. Just go right to cottonmouth.org and click on the link
There
and
you
pick
go.
your place to play.
We'll do.
Nice
So-
deal.
So you go back as into the Syd Barrett catalog though. When like you don't do all the Syd Barrett stuff, but you do dig deep back to Pipers at the Gates of Dawn and the.
I've heard all the music, and I'm familiar with most of the stuff. See, when the Dark Side stuff came out is when I started liking music, and I started taking guitar lessons back in 1973, 1974. That's when it was big. Now, I mean, I did take guitar lessons just a few years before that, but. You know, when you're listening to Chez in the mornings, they used to play all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was a big thing. And when that album came out, you know, it was just like, wow, this is good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people at that time, you know, Dark Side of the Moon, you worked backwards. You heard that album, went, oh, I got to go buy that, and you bought it, and then you started going, what else is it?
Yeah.
What is the Moore soundtrack? Let me listen to that one next. You know, Gumma? How do you say that? But I think a lot of people started with the Dark Side of the Moon and then worked their way backwards.
Right. Well, their most popular album, it was on the Billboard 200 for like 900 something weeks, which is a pretty great feat when you think about it.
Yeah.
And then Wish You Were Here, you know, I was in my high school days. And to me, that album was more like Dark Side of the Moon version 2.
Part 2, yeah. Exactly.
You know, because, I mean, the music, again, was deep, it was good. And, again, they just rocked it. And they hit it out of the park with that one. And then it seems like from there, which we do stuff off of Wish You Were Here as well, we do the whole Dark Side of the Moon album. The whole start to finish, start to end, and then we do several cuts off of the Wish You Were Here, and then on the Animals album we do the Pigs 3, off of there. That's the only one that we do off of that cut, only because I guess it was a popular album, but not like the other two, and then
but a great album.
Oh, it's a good album.
Pigs on the Wing.
Yeah,
there's a little tear to my eye.
Yeah,
the sheep, dogs, and the pigs. 3 different ones, man. What a great album. How about the Wall? You do anything off the Wall?
Yeah, we do.
Hard to not do that entire. How many times have you seen the Wall, beginning to end?
Oh, on the
movie, yeah.
Oh, I've seen it several times.
Several.
Oh yeah,
432 times.
Not that many, but enough.
I got a job, so I haven't seen it that many, but close, man. Man, that's great. So,
and then we even go beyond the Wall, and we do, of course, now the Gilmore, Waters thing. They broke up, and there was that big fiasco. And I still like both artists, and some people like the Waters, and some people like the Gilmore side, and it don't matter to me. They're still both great musicians, but we still we do some tunes off of the Gilmore Pink Floyd.
Momentary Lapse of Reason.
Division Bell.
Division Bell. There you
We
go.
do the Keep Talking, and there's a song on there called What Do You Want From Me that we also perform as well. And we haven't done anything off of Momentary yet, but there's some stuff. There's some talk about doing some stuff off that album.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So, what about Pulse? Is that your meat and potatoes?
Everything off of Pulse
Right?
CD, especially on the second CD that they have. We do it all. Astronomy. Keep Talking, What Do You Want From Me? Then there's Another Brick in the Wall, and Hey You, Out There in the Cold, It's Getting Lonely, we do that one. And then all the Dark Side stuff, Wish You Were Here, Comfortably Numb. I love playing that guitar solo on that.
Oh, yeah.
Gilmore rocks out with his whammy bar, and people are going, is that how he does that? Where he goes,
right.
And it's that whammy bar going down and up, and he's just like we said in the beginning. He's not a shredder, but he hits the strings and he does this and he does that, and it's just like, man, he just sounds like he's doing 1,000 things there.
I always say all of his notes matter.
It does. Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's the way to put David Gilmour right there. Every one of them seems to matter.
It does. On the song Time, when he plays that solo and he hits them high notes, they literally scream at you. those high notes.
Yeah.
If you really listen to it closely, they are screaming at you. And then he calms back down, and plays just a more of a relaxed blues style, and then he hits that one note, and it's just like it just hits you, it just throws you back against the wall. You gotta love the style.
Yeah, and Pink Floyd has a lot of those moments where careful with that axe, Eugene. As soon as that scream starts, I'm like, oh, some chills went up my spine, man.
Yeah.
So,
Or Run Like Hell. Get out of there.
somebody just posted on Facebook, describe your sex life with a Pink Floyd tune.
I did that.
Did ya? Well, I first put several species of small furry animals together grooving with a pick, and then I said, no, it'd probably be more like Run Like Hell.
Run Like Hell. I was thinking Wish You Were Here.
That's a good one. Pigs, 3 different ones? No. I don't. Sheep? There's so many answers you could give that are just wrong. Young Lust. What about that one?
There you go. Yeah, we do that one too.
You guys do that one? That's one of my favorite. Pink Floyd's love that one.
We do that one, and then there's a song, Mother, off of The Wall.
Yeah.
Those are songs that were not on the Pulse CD, but we do follow the live. There's some live versions of them out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Final Cut, anything out there?
No, haven't done that.
It's a good one, man. You got some good stuff on it.
We could probably work some of that in. Absolutely.
So, you were going to be performing May 9th, going to be headlining the Friday night at Trinity Riverfest. You will be the final main stage band, is my understanding. Is that correct?
I think it's 11th.
Uh-oh, going to have to check my dates.
Oh,
I could have
man.
swore it was
How
9th
you
and
like
10th.
Let me see here.
Yeah, we're all checking our calendars real quick. It is a Friday and Saturday.
It should be Saturday in May.
So it will be May 10th and 11th. I did have it wrong. You are May 10th.
Yeah.
11th.
You're on the Saturday?
Yes.
Oh,
According to Doug.
I thought you were Friday. My bad. So we'll get that all straightened out in time.
Okay,
Time to have it done. So there you go.
Saturday is their gig on the 11th, right? May 11th.
That is what I'm being told. That information just coming down the wire.
Okay,
to me.
we're used to you getting information wrong. Just keep going with this interview.
Fake news.
Everyone knows to double check the description below to get the accurate information.
Whatever I've said, it's wrong.
Or like always, go to the website, cottonmouth.org. It's
There you
all
go.
there. So.
But either way, if you're listening, you want to be there.
May 11th.
May 10th and 11th, Trinity Riverfest will be going on. And so Red, White, and Floyd will be there Saturday, May 11th. It's going to be a great day, and the whole day is just going to be a fabulous day of music.
I'm looking forward to it.
Anybody who didn't come out to Trinity Riverfest last year and you see the videos and go, I wish I'd been there. This is your time. You get a chance. You get a second chance. Not everybody gets a second chance in life.
That's right.
Right. It makes way more sense that they'd be the Saturday night headliner. I mean, come on.
Suddenly I got traffic lyrics going through my head. If you were granted just one wish, would you ask for something like another chance?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I'm just saying. It's a low spark of high heel voice going on in my head. Let's get this back on. Let's get this back to Pink Floyd.
Get back on
let's bring up the name Red, White, and Floyd, and why you come up with that name.
interesting.
I know, but tell me.
Absolutely. They a lot of tribute bands try to come up, with a name that's related to a song that the artist does, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, because clearly, if you name it off of that, they're going to know who it is, more than likely. But we want to come up with something different and something maybe a little bit more original. And so the light bulb just lit in my head one day where, I went back to school days with finger painting, and when you mix red and white together, you get pink. And then you got the Floyd. So what do you have? You got Pink Floyd. Some people get it, some people don't, but that's how the name came about right there.
And it's like an American version of Pink Floyd tribute band too, because they're a British band. So
we are American Pink Floyd, right in your face at your front door. Going to be playing at the Bottle and Barrel this Saturday. Riverfest. If you missed the Bottle and Barrel, we're going to be there. And I've already gotten inquiries on Facebook as to where we're going to be playing at after this weekend. So we're going to be hitting them with this Riverfest thing here and then advertising that.
you guys are going to be playing the BeerKatz.
BeerKatz, July 6th, a big 4th of July party weekend. That's in
yeah.
Lesterville, Missouri, on the Black River, I believe.
Yeah.
And you can go camping, canoeing, and all that kind of fun stuff. And then at the end of the day, if you're still alive, Pink Floyd's going to be right there.
Get up and dance.
That's right.
And BeerKatz Getaway, encourage everybody who likes the festival type atmosphere and the outdoor shows, get out to that one. Because, man, what a beautiful place that is
fun.
down there.
4th of July weekend ought to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's July 6th at BeerKatz.
Yep.
May 11th at Trinity Riverfest, and I'm sure lots more gigs coming up. And if people want to check out and find out about your gigs, they can check out Red, White, and Floyd Facebook. Just look you up on Facebook.
Look us up on Facebook under the events, and make sure you give us a like at the same time. And then we have a website, www.redwhiteandfloyd.com.
There you go.
If you're confused about all that, just simply search Google Red, White, and Floyd.
There you go.
Right? Or whatever search
up.
engine
We're
you
on
want to
Google.
use. Right, yeah. So
Google's
all right.
good.
Yeah. Make it simple, right?
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming down and
you for
talking
having
to
us.
us and telling us about your musical history a bit.
Absolutely.
And, look forward to seeing you on May 11th at the Trinity Riverfest. It'll
gonna
be
be
my first experience.
And you're
with
mixing
Red,
sound
White.
for us.
I apologize now for whatever I do wrong that day. But yeah, I will be your sound man.
All right. That'll be good.
You're much better at sound than you are facts.
I hope I'm better at turning knobs than I am at giving facts out.
Right,
Yes.
All right, so.
Good, Tim. We appreciate you guys having us.
So we've got Blue, Green, and Floyd. No, that's not. See, again, I'm
that's not right.
I'm way off here. Blue, Green, and Frank will be playing. No, that's not it at all.
It's American. Red, White, and Floyd. Come on.
Red, White, and Floyd at Trinity Riverfest, May 11th, down at BeerKatz Getaway, July 6th. Check them out on Reverb Nation or any of the major social media sites. Just look up Red, White, and Floyd. Thank you, Terry, for coming down and talking to us.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. And
I want to say, this guy's the show right here.
Oh.
I mean, I'll put his guitar playing up against anybody in this town or anywhere else.
I told her to say that.
I owe her $12 now.
You got to check it out.
And that's what's kept the marriage together this long, right? You know?
Yeah.
$12.
Yeah, $12.
It's definitely the guitar playing kept this marriage together.
That's sweet.
Not much of a husband or father, but he can play that guitar like that.
Nothing else matters. Man.
I love you already, Terry. If I
See
knew
how
how to
that
play the
works?
guitar, I'd try to woo you away from that. Thanks
So
again
what's your
for-
wife think of your guitar playing? Just never
She
mind.
knows that I am no good. she plays along and has fun, but yeah, she knows every guitar player that walks through that studio is better than me. Every time someone walks in my studio with a guitar case, I know I'm second best, but that's okay. Our third depends how many of them there. It's okay. We're cool with it.
All right, everybody, get out there and search Red, White, and Floyd, and we hope to see you checking them out with us at Trinity Riverfest on the 11th, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, we'll be back with more Riverbend Talent after this, brought to you by Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
And now more.
Riverbend Talent with Dennis Laird and Pigpen on 94.3 FM, the Big Z.
Man, oh man, oh man. Our computer just crashed right in the middle of that
Look at that.
interview.
Just great.
It is still a gray screen. So we apologize. Right in the middle of that pre-taped interview, the computer playing it back decided it was done.
At 1947.708.
1947.708. Yeah, so there was still about 5 or 6 minutes left on that interview.
I think it was mainly just wrapping up and where you can check them out.
Oh, there it goes. The computer finally said, hey, here I am.
I quit.
Yeah, it's like, man, wow. Anyway, so anybody who wants to hear the last, basically they gave their contact information and stuff, so you can find them at Red, White, and Floyd.
Right.
You can,
This only is going to happen on live video, right? Or on live radio.
on live radio.
This
Yeah.
is what happens on live
This-
radio. This
this
is why
is.
radio is so much fun for me and you. For
Right,
real, right?
right.
We love this. Even though it
it's a hiccup, but that's the fun thing. Yeah.
Here's the thing: we pre-recorded this interview on video, and so when the video comes out tomorrow
on YouTube,
it'll be on there. And what I think we were about to talk about right there was how you can get in contact with Red, White, and Floyd. And they're on Facebook, right?
They are on Facebook, and I believe they didn't have a website. No, I believe they were just on the Facebook. So you can check them out on just Red, White, and Floyd on Facebook. Now, here's the best thing to do. Go to Trinity Riverfest and see them. And that is the best thing to do.
We talked about there at the end.
But if you really want to hear the end of that interview, it will be posted on YouTube tomorrow. About three or four in the afternoon, I think.
And I think we've been sharing that on Facebook here and there too.
Yeah. So there you go. Apologies to the
radio audience.
To the radio audience. Apologies to the members of Red, White, and Floyd for not getting that last little 5 minutes of their interview on the air, but. Technology, it's fun when it works, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's great when it works.
So they were gonna talk about Trinity Riverfest, which is May 10th and 11th, right? At the Cottage Hills VFW.
Second annual Trinity Riverfest.
Right. You can say that after the first one. You can't say first annual.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
What you call it is the inaugural.
Right.
Which is what's going on Saturday. Right? Which is 420 down in Wood River, the Spring Fest. 1401 Vaughn Road in Wood River. And, that's just past the little entrance to Walmart there that goes back there by Steak and Shake and all that. And you keep on going down Vaughn Road before you get to the fast food joints.
And it's right there.
That parking lot.
There you go.
You can't miss it. There's Ferris wheels and everything.
And there's Amped Up from 3 to 6
Saturday.
And Lady Luck from 7 to 11. I was kind of hanging out with our buddy from Lady Luck, Jeff Bensman, over the weekend. And oh, man, he wants to come back in and be on the show, and this is what I told him. You know what? We'll have you back anytime.
Okay.
But quit getting our guests drunk. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
Yes, you did.
I did say that. Sarah Schumaki was there with us, and she's like, boy, you got me drunk. No.
Fake news.
Fake news. You know what's real news? Pat Liston is going to be down at Chez, Maryland at 8 p.m.
That is real news. That's a regular for him.
Well, good
We're so
place.
lucky to have Pat Liston on a weekend basis here.
Yeah, I mean, he comes. Well, he's realizing it's more fun to play on this side of the river. No, I don't know if that's true. Fake news once again. Yeah. But he keeps coming back for a reason. So there you go. Liquid Doll was going to be at Cottage Hills, Doc Holidays in Cottage Hills on Saturday night.
And of course, down at Jacoby's Art Center on Saturday, they're having another artist in the spotlight, and then a band following that, Prairie Rehab. But the artist in the spotlight is from 12 to 5, and Josh Grassley and Warm Soda Magazine putting that on. Lacey Williams, who's the singer from Prairie Rehab, is going to speak.
Yeah.
Devin Cahill. He's going to be one of the featured speakers.
Cat Stevens. No, wait a minute. Cal Stevens, sorry. Cal Stevens is an Alton singer-songwriter who's going to be there.
All right. And Karen Montanero, mime and dance artist.
Hey, Hannah Berglund. There we go. Berglund. Yeah, Berglund. Rosita of Rosita Art. So I'm not sure what Rosita Art is. I don't know that one.
I'm not sure what you just said, but it's Hannah Berglund, I believe.
Hannah Berglund.
I don't know why you keep wanting to go Louis with it, but
because it's fun.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Looking at this, I'm like, why is he going that far? That's not even close to what you're saying.
I don't know. So Rosita.
Right. And then a show to wrap it all up with Prairie Rehab and Devin Cahill, 7:30.
There you go.
At Jacoby's Art Center on Saturday.
That's a lot going on at Jacoby's.
Yeah.
Flipside's going to be at the franchise.
9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. on Saturday evening.
Tim Levine doing the 5 p.m. slot at the Pump House patio, and then Beowulf at 9 p.m. at the Pump House.
There you go. And Riding Shotgun, it will be at Who-Dat's Southern Food in Collinsville at 7 p.m. on Saturday evening.
Midnight Special, 9:30 at Eddie's in Granite City.
Now, is that Is that a tribute band or something?
Midnight Special. Midnight Special.
Anyway, I was trying to picture who that was. I don't know that I know those
There's
guys.
no band called Midnight Special, is there?
Is there?
There was a TV show called that.
Well, this band's called Midnight Special.
And I'm just saying, who would they be tributing?
Let the Midnight Special. Whoever sang that song.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How can it be a tribute?
To whoever wrote Midnight Special, I don't know who wrote that song. CCR did the most popular version of it, so I don't know.
Well, the most popular version to you is the one you've heard.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
not necessarily
the most popular. That is the most sold records of that. No, I don't know. Fake news. Anyway. So Midnight Special down at Eddie's at 9:30 p.m.
I want to see Butcher this next one.
Which one? Okay, Bayfly Free, featuring Margaret Bichetta,
I think.
3 p.m. at Aries Winery in Grafton, Illinois.
Mm-hmm. I should have let you do this one. Go ahead.
The 420 Fest at Imperial Pub. That includes Spilly Nelson, Common Jones, Aid the Beast, Tree 14, and Justice and the Experience. So there's quite a lineup going on for the 420 Fest down there.
Well, you got to if it's a fest, right?
It's a fest. You better you better bring a couple bands.
Mm-hmm. The Mad Beat's going to be at Grafton Winery from 3 to 7. Number 4 Combo, 3 p.m. at the Loading Dock in Grafton on Saturday. And Dock Holiday Band, 9:30 at Deutsch Village Inn in Pontoon Beach, Illinois.
There you go. Glen Templeton plays Conway, John Conley, and Don Williams at the St. Clair County Event Center in Belleville.
So they got the Extreme Midget Wrestling going on tonight, and then
country the next night.
Yeah, you notice how I just put Conway in there because everyone knows that's Conway Twitty. You know,
I was going to ask who. I was getting ready to say which Conway we talking about here. Is that Conway Jones or is that not?
It's the only Conway I know.
Only Conway I know. Goose Miller
right?
And Swamp Bruce Weiss will be at the Camp Station in Staunton, Illinois, doing some music there.
That's cool, man. Goose Miller. What a great video on the Cottonmouth.org YouTube channel from Family Fest.
The Goose Miller, the Goose Miller Band. Goose Miller is the bass player of the Goose Miller Band, but I believe up at the Camp Station, him and Swamp are going to be both just sitting around with guitars playing. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And because it's 420, right?
It is 420.
And the Swag's playing.
At the Ballpark Village.
Well, of course.
There you go. So,
it's a free 420 double header.
Nice.
I wonder if they meant hitter.
I don't know.
That would make more sense.
I don't know. But that'd be a good show over there at the Ballpark Village and a free show. So there you go. The Grand Band is at the Turf Bar in Breeze, Illinois.
Yeah. And
Saturday.
people may say, why do they always mention those guys? They send us stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
There you go.
All you got to do is send us stuff. Cottonmouth at cottonmouth.org. That's an email you could use.
Yep. And we'll announce
it. Or just
it.
hit us on Facebook or... Yeah, stuff's easy to find. Just Google, right?
Here's a name I like. The Bimbo City Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
The Bimbo City Shuffle.
I'm pretty sure those guys must rehearse on Bimbo Street at Alton.
I'm hoping.
Right?
I think I took piano lessons on Bimbo Street.
Okay, well.
When I was a little kid.
They're playing 5 to 8 at the Stagger Inn again in Edwardsville.
There you go.
And then 9 o'clock's the Skylark Brothers at the Stagger Inn again in Edwardsville. Another band that always on top of their promoting and sending us stuff.
Yeah.
Bacon, 9 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville.
Who don't like bacon? Everybody likes bacon, so good name for a band there.
Short list on Sunday because it's Easter, but a few of the wineries doing some stuff.
Yeah, we got every Sunday at 10 p.m. You can catch the Mondin Band at Mike's Tin Pin.
What a great way to wrap up your Easter celebration. You probably had a big dinner right on Easter. Then you go see the Mondin Band.
I was kind of hoping to sleep till 7 or 8 and start with the Mondin Band. have a hibernation day, no?
You could go up to Proof in Jerseyville at 3 p.m., do the open mic, get some food, and then go down to
now we're
Bigelos.
talking. Now we're talking. Here we go. The Jorels will be playing at 2 p.m. at the loading dock.
And
on
Terry
Sunday.
back at 2 p.m. at the Grafton Winery. And that's all I could find listed on Sunday.
And, there will be a special surprise guest appearance on Sunday
Uh-oh.
at most people's house by the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
So, I wonder, does anybody eat rabbit for Easter?
We always did.
Yeah. Not enough of that going around. More people should eat rabbit for Easter.
Yeah.
On behalf of the
My
hogs
dad
everywhere.
had a great sense of humor. And my mom is losing it right now. No, she's been one of our listeners since the beginning.
Yeah, our most dedicated listener.
So, that takes us through the weekend.
That does take us through the weekend. And
I wanted to talk about some of the festivals going on this summer that have already been announced. And if I haven't mentioned your festival on this list, then you need to send us something, contact us. And there's a lot of ways to do that. But let's go ahead and get into the Atlanta Rhythm section. Going to be at Max Timeout on May 4th. That's pretty cool.
there you go. I love me some Atlanta Rhythm section.
And Trinity Fest, of course, at the VFW and Cottage Chills. We mentioned that May 10th and 11th. And our buddy Jumpin' Johnny having a touch of grace.
Yeah.
June 9th with a block party. He has a different festival. The Winter Lane. When's that?
Now, he's not doing that anymore.
Oh, okay.
This is his new. He's sort of outgrown the backyard, and he did a backyard festival for a few years called the Winter Fest on Winter Lane. Sort of outgrew the backyard and talked to the mayor of Godfrey and got him to shut down his street where he lives, and the church directly across the street from him, letting him use that lot. So. He's going to have a lot of good bands. Most of them we've had on our show. The Bella Band, Agents of the Free, Cricket and the Grilled Avocados, Amped Up. The police tribute band called The Cops, which is a great name for a police tribute band. And Spilly Nelson. So might be some more that I'm missing right there. But those are the ones he sent me a while back. So that'll be a great festival going on out there.
Celebrity. One hit wonder. Well, he was in the Babies, wasn't he? John Waite, right? Yeah.
John Waite, there you go.
He's coming to town.
Yeah.
July 3rd, Max bringing him in.
Max
Timeout. Bell Street Stage down there for the 4th of July weekend.
There you go. John Waite coming to town.
So he was in the Babies.
Yeah, he was
what
in
was
the
that
Babies.
song? It was a big hit. And then he had a solo hit in like the 80s or something, right? MTV.
Was that the I Wear My Sunglasses at Night?
No. I think it was a ballad type thing.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Everyone's like, you don't know that John Waite song?
I'm sorry. I do remember him.
Do you have any Babies albums?
I think I've got the Babies album.
Okay, well,
but I can't. I'm sitting here racking my brain. It's to go through an album collection and look for something like that would take hours. So.
And you're doing your festival again this year in July.
We are going to be July 26th and 27th.
FramleyFest.com.
There you go.
What do you got going for a lineup there? I bet you don't even know your own lineup.
Oh, I know quite a few of them, man. We got the guys from Hayes Bond, who's going to be our guest in a few weeks. They're getting ready to go on tour and do a whole 2-week tour.
Nice.
They're coming back. Spilly Nelson's going to be there. Goose Miller Band, Hooky, 2 nights of Sean Cannon's Voodoo Dead, Circo, Cottonmouth, Framley Values. I know there's more than that. I don't have it wrote down in front of me, but yeah, there's 2 days of music on 2 stages going on.
Right. Do you have any of the videos on your website, FramleyFest.com?
There are videos posted on FramleyFest.com from last year's festival, and so they're YouTube links. So if you want to see what we're talking about, you can click on that, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what goes on out there at the lake.
And if you get to that, you're going to end up on the YouTube channel we use for this show.
And if you're on the YouTube channel watching one of these shows, all you got to do is click back one and see the festival. So there you go. There you go. It's all
We're
connected.
figuring this internet out.
It's a tricky thing, that web.
Drew Mader is going to get his classic punk rock band back together that same weekend.
I know. I'm a little bummed that it's the same weekend because I wanted to go see that reunion show, and instead I'll be in Effingham.
You notice how he shortened the name now to CCFG, though.
I know. Well, politically correctness.
Well, yeah. He has kids now, too. Remember?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
That's in the interview, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, his old punk rock band.
I'm giving you the opportunity to tell us what that stands for, though.
Climax Camp for Girls.
Well, you got it backwards, but Camp
Climax. Oh, yeah. Did I say it? Yeah, my dyslexia, my dyslexia kicked in.
Great bit, though, in that podcast where he brings up, I wasn't thinking about the future so much when I come up with that.
Yeah. Well, when you're...
Try to explain that to your daughter.
When you're a teenager or in your 20s and you're coming up with band names, you don't think about, what will this mean when I'm 30 or 40? You just go, hey, let's call ourselves, Yeah, I'm not even going to say the things.
It's like one of them tattoos you get when you're 14, right? Like Scrappy-Doo on it or something.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it?
Don't do it.
Right. You had a jail tattoo, didn't you? You did with ink or something?
Kids. Yeah. When I was the first tattoo I got was with a stick needle and ink, and it took the guy forever to dip that stick needle in ink, and yeah.
Remember that band you had? They misnamed.
never got that tattoo. I didn't quite go that far.
I should just bring that up. Every time you mess up one of the band's names.
Oh yeah, I messed up my own band name.
He couldn't even get his own band.
You kidding me? I don't even know what I'm doing or who I am most of the time.
I think that's in your podcast when I interviewed you. Let's see, Rock the Hops, August 17th this year. That's always a blast.
Always going to be a good time on the streets of Alton when Rock the Hops is happening.
And then Turner Fest again, 3rd annual now.
Yeah.
Up in Mount Olive.
All right, Randy's doing a great job up there.
And that's September.
Yeah, and then Bush Fest also, I believe, in September.
September, right.
So, man, just in this side of the river in this area, I mean, festival after festival.
And I'm sure there's stuff that hasn't come out yet. That's just
we didn't mention the Roxanna reunion.
Right.
We know that's going to be going on. I haven't seen the dates on it, but that's going to be going on too. And so
last year was the same weekend as Trinity River Festival.
I think it was the same weekend as
but
Trinity
they moved
River
Trinity
Fest.
River Festival, wasn't it later? Was it in May last year?
It was on Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
my mom was there, so.
Yeah, on Mother's Day. I know. She's sitting right next to my tent. Mama Bash hung out with her all day.
Right. And she's tuned in right now, listening.
Hey, Mama Bash.
Yeah. That's good that you waved at her because she watches the videos, too. It's the only time she gets to see me these days.
Right. Oh, man.
All right, that does it. So we're going to do more Trinity River Fest next week, right, with the Fade?
Yeah, we will have the Fade on next week. We will try and make sure that the computer doesn't crash and before the interview's over. Again, apologies to all of you listening that were just on the edge of your seat waiting to hear what was going to happen at the end of that interview. And so it's a cliffhanger. Now you got to wait. You got to tune in tomorrow on YouTube to find out. I don't know.
We probably mentioned it a few times, but cottonmouth.org is what you need to remember for all that stuff. It's really easy.
Big thanks to Tom and Terry for coming down from Red, White, and Floyd and hanging out with us and telling us their story. Again, gonna have the video up on YouTube tomorrow. Thanks so much for them for coming down and a great job that they did at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel a few weeks ago. All
right, and that pretty much does it. As always, get out there and support local music and art. If you can't get out and see a live performance, it's real simple. If you see somebody post something anywhere, like it or comment or anything, and that opens it up to other people, right?
Absolutely.
And that's really helpful because advertising costs lots of money, and these bands barely get paid for what they're doing. So.
Some of them get paid?
Well, they get paid to carry equipment.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so we're out of here. He's Pigpen. I'm Dennis. Thank you, as always, to Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis, and, of course, you guys, man, for listening in every week. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.